Hello. In this video, I would like to talk about how access to information has increased expectations and thus increased division within society. Now, this is pretty plain to see if you spend any time thinking about how technology has affected our society. People thought rather naively of all the benefits technology would bring. And although many benefits have come to be known, there are substantial drawbacks that are rarely talked about. Now, in my case, it is very easy for me to essentially expose someone who doesn't know that much. And this really would not be anything to really talk about in any other time period in history. But being in a period of time where knowledge is so accessible, it is very difficult for me to just let slide the fact that people know so very little. The fact that it is so easy for me to determine whether someone knows much of anything within about 10 seconds is kind of saddening to me. In my mind, the way I look at technology, I place a heavy burden on people. I guess a heavy burden that a certain segment of the population is not willing to withstand. I look at Wikipedia, for example, and I think, wow, look at all the great information that you can access for free and just have such a better understanding of the world and its complexities. However, the sad part is that at least half the American population doesn't care about this. They're not burdened by the expectation that I have of people. They don't even understand the awesome potential that they even have. They don't understand the gift they've been given. To people like me, this is almost unthinkable. And I think to half the population, it is unthinkable. And I just don't see how the two halves coexist. They may coexist, but not well. And I think that this expectation element is a great reason why. If we take knowledge out and just swap it in for something else, could you imagine if one half of the population valued that gift or that resource and the other half just did not? All the while, this resource has every opportunity to improve your life. The people that value this resource would have the expectation, rightly or wrongly, that the other half of the population would value this gift and would see anything other than a valuing of this gift to be a slap in the face. I think that is what we are seeing now in not only the American society, but worldwide. And unfortunately, I do not see a way of improving the situation. It goes deeper than politics, unfortunately. I think it's just human nature. But it is truly saddening. It is truly depressing. And I really don't think that this element of technology is talked about enough. The societal expectations that can be placed on having the world at your fingertips. It will always baffle me how some people just do not care. Do not care to improve their situation. Do not care to improve their knowledge base. And essentially live a world of simplistic nothingness. Take, for example, you ask a random family member anything about political news. It doesn't even have to be recent news. It could be news from 6 months ago or a year ago. And chances are, if they're a normal MAGA follower, they won't even know what you're talking about. They will have no knowledge base and have no understanding of how you come to the conclusions that you reach. They think for whatever reason, the conclusions you reach have just come out of nowhere. And all of this nonsense, all of this anger, for lack of a better word, all of this division could be avoided if people could just truly understand the gift that access to knowledge provides. For the life of me, I will never understand why people do not give more weight to this amazing gift that technology has provided. They will use technology for the stupidest things, and they will essentially be no better off for it. While the other half of the population understands the gift they've been given and will use that gift to their benefit. All the while, inequality will rage in society. And it is truly a function of not understanding the gift that knowledge can provide.